the statement by Edwin Sifuna about the possibility of the united opposition uniting with them has shocked William Ruto and his broad-based government. That their mission is one with the united opposition, is that come 2027, William Ruto is going to be kicked out through the ballot. And so they have no option of allowing themselves to be divided, because obviously they are playing opposition politics, both of them. But what is this that is going to prevent them not unite? And the unity of Akina Sifuna with the united opposition is going to send William Ruto into a serious political drawing board. I want you to listen to Edwin Sifuna.
We need an overwhelming repudiation of William Ruto and everything that he stands for. You know? It has to be overwhelming. We must beat William Ruto by at least 5 million votes. Just Kenyans to demonstrate we reject this sort of thing, so that it is a lesson and a precedent for the entire country that if you ever build a government that does not listen to the people, we will send you home. That precedent is critical for the future of this country. Yeah. So in order for you to achieve that overwhelming repudiation, there is a common understanding amongst the population that we must approach this election as a unit. We must be one force against William Ruto. Yeah. I want to give this assurance here, because there's people who think that our movement is going to split the vote or anything like that. Yeah. That is not what our intention is. I want to assure anybody who believes that our country cannot afford another 5-year term for William Ruto, we will not be the problem. That's what I'm telling Kenyans this morning. We will not be the problem, because I can't countenance waking up and hearing William Ruto has won elections by 100,000 votes or 200,000 like he did last time. So the members of the united opposition, let them keep doing what they are doing. I said one time that when you go hunting for an animal, that is dangerous, because we are not under any illusion that it's going to be easy. This guy has the state. He has proclivities, inclinations to violence. You have seen it. It is possible for him to manufacture situations such as we've seen in Uganda and in Tanzania to ensure that we don't campaign, you know. So we know that we are up against it. Let nobody think that we think it is an easy thing. No. Yeah. We are up against a very wily politician. You have to give him his flowers. He knows his stuff. So we must accept that he has certain strengths, and then agree that those strengths that he has does not allow much room for sentiment within the opposition ranks.
Right.
All of us must be able to agree and say, this is the formula that will take this gentleman home. When you are hunting an animal that is dangerous, you don't all come in from one direction. You know?
Approach it from different angles.
Yes, you approach it from here. So I'm happy that now we are seeing them in Kisii, we are seeing them in other places. All of us must wake up the spirit of the nation and say, this is a moment that we need to set that precedent, that the people are supreme.
Somebody's asking whether you have had a conversation with the chairman of the Azimio Council.
After listening to Edwin Sifuna, remember, the mission of united opposition and the mission of Akina Sifuna is one: Ruto to be removed. I told you here even that look at even the statement of Maraga. Maraga said it. He had no option if truly his main cause is to remove William Ruto. And he understands very well that he cannot remove William Ruto alone. He will not have any option but to unite with the united opposition. The same to people like Omutata. In other words, the race we are going to have come 2027 is two horses. That is William Ruto and the united opposition. And something that is going to benefit this united opposition is that Sifuna and Babuino, they will be leading the young youths in this united opposition. In other words, there will be a conversation with these united opposition principles. We as young youths, we are going to support you. We are going to ensure William Ruto is defeated by even 5 million, the way I've seen Sifuna saying. That this time around they will not sit and see William Ruto being declared a winner with just 200 or 100,000 votes. And if defeating William Ruto will force them to unite with the opposition, then that is it. What does it mean about what Sifuna has said? Remember one thing. We were worried that if akina Sifuna wasimame kona fulani na party yao, na young people pia waseme tuko na presidential candidate na tuko na running mate, Sifuna or Babu Ondi Nyoro or anyone, then these young people waende mpaka kwa ballot. Obviously lazima kuna kura watapata. Ruto pia simame pale apate yake, United Opposition pia apate yake. Watakuwa wana waste a lot of time, and that is why I prefer what Edwin Sifuna said. If truly making William Ruto to be one term will force them to work with the United Opposition, then let it be. Because most of the time Kenyans, I've seen some individuals are saying that akina Babu and Sifuna, their mission is to destroy and divide votes come 2027. That opposition watasimama peke yao, Ruto peke yake na youths peke yao. And I told you here, if you are very keen, the language of the United Opposition is the language of akina Sifuna. You've seen many times akina Sifuna, they are being branded that it is William Ruto. Not William Ruto, it's Uhuru Kenyatta who is funding them. I told you here, I don't care whoever is funding akina Sifuna. I don't care even if Mount Kenya region is sponsoring Sifuna. Hata kama itakuwa Mount Everest, let them be supported. I don't care. Our mission is to remove William Ruto. So hii propaganda unasikia sijui Uhuru amesponsor, sijui Uhuru sponsor please. In fact, we need more billions of money to have lethal campaign and protect our votes. Do it. Do it. Musitishwe hapa na kuambiwa ati Uhuru Kenyatta, kwani Uhuru si Mkenya? Uhuru fund it. Hata ukipenda kuuza biashara zako zote ufund hivi vijana, fund it. Ukipenda fund mpaka United Opposition, kwani iko nini? Si Ruto na release pesa kwenda ile ODM branch ya kina Oburu na Wanga. Na no one is complaining. In fact, wacha wasponsiwe. Kwani siasa utatembea miguu ukienda coast. Yako pesa mkuje, kujeni. Hata Jimmy ingia hapa. Akina Karoli nimesikia wako na pesa kama takataka. Wakuje wafund hii election. You know? Hati Uhuru ndiye anafanda akina Sifuna. Hakuna problem. Mchunge. Ni Mount Kenya ndio wanafund akina Sifuna. Haina shida. Wacha hata Mount Longonot isupport hii jamaa. No problem. Our mission is William Ruto to go home. Na msitulete upusi ati Uhuru ana fund. No problem, Uhuru, fund it. Hata una waste time. Toa billions of money. Brand magari, brand watu watembea hapa. Niko nini? Siasa, utamu ya siasa ni kufund it. Uhuru. Hawa na hai Ruto ndiye anafund the ODM branch led by akina Wanga. Unasikia last week walitoa 200 million. Kwani iko shida gani? Hata mimi sasa nikitaka kusimama na kuna mtu amejitokeza kunifund, mnifund. Hala, tukongane hii washenzi waende nyumbani. Kwani iko nini? Na ndio siasa tunataka. Kama mtu wako na pesa ni fund, because you have it, fund me. I have money, let me fund that person. And that is the politics of US. Hao watu watumiangi pesa zao, ni pesa inakuwa funded. And you're being supported. So ukisikia mtu ana complain, nani anafund Sifuna? Haina problem, hata kama ni Mama Ngina. No problem. No problem. No problem. What I fund. And that is why those who have realized they are going to fail, wameshaanza already kulia. Munalia nini? Halo, munalia nini? Bado munasema mlikuwa na pesa. Bado munalia nini? So this movement is going to be a movement that is going to tremble this country politically. Mimi niliwaambia hapa, Ruto anaenda kushindwa na kura milioni 8-9. Milioni 8-9. Ruto anaenda kuwa milioni 4. So mungoje mtaona. Milioni 4, milioni 5 hapa. Hata sijui kama atafika 5 ama 6. Because Wakenya wamechoka. Look at the way they are behaving. Kenyans are tired. You can't tell them anything. They're tired. They are tired. Uwezi ambia Mkenya ati Ruto tena arudi. Ndio maana unaona wenye wamenyamaza si wajinga. Nilisikia wengine wanasema kina Itumbe wanasema ati the majority of Kenyans who are quiet, they are supporting William Ruto. Haya, mungoje, 2027 is coming. It is going to be like earthquake.